If $20 billion deficits were wrong under the Democrats, then $200 billion deficits are at least as wrong when the Republicans are in power.
Some called him the liberal lion.
You hear that? We are excluded from having an opportunity to debate this because of the power of the insurance industry.
Others, the keeper of the Kennedy flame.
In our family, he's known as Uncle Teddy.
When a gravely ill Ted Kennedy bounded to the stage at last year's Democratic National Convention, the nation was riveted, knowing the speech he'd give would likely be among his last.
The hope rises again, and the dream lives on.
But the legacy of the Kennedy dynasty is dreams not realized, and Ted was no exception. He was born Edward Moore Kennedy in 1932, the youngest of Joseph and Rose's 9 children. Like his older brothers before him, Kennedy attended Harvard and then went to law school, where his natural talent for debate was fine-tuned.
Ask not.
When his older brother won the presidency, Massachusetts voters sent then 30-year-old Ted Kennedy to fill JFK's Senate seat, and they never let him leave.
I ask you to join with me. Together we can build the future of Massachusetts.
But the Kennedy family would soon seem tragically star-crossed. With John Kennedy assassinated in 1963 and his brother Bobby gunned down during his presidential bid 5 years later. Ted Kennedy himself dodged death twice. First, when a twin-engine plane carrying him to the 1964 Democratic Convention crashed, and then during a more notorious accident in 1969, one that would follow him to his grave. When Kennedy drove his Oldsmobile Delmont off Dyke Bridge on Chappaquiddick Island, his passenger, Mary Jo Kopechne, died in the crash. Kennedy left the scene and didn't notify authorities until his young companion's body was discovered the following day.
This morning, I entered a plea of guilty to the charge of leaving the scene of an accident.
Chappaquiddick continued to dog Kennedy when he challenged incumbent President Jimmy Carter for the White House in 1980. But it was his rambling response to this question from CBS's Roger Mudd that crippled his campaign.
Why do you want to be president?
Well, were I to make the announcement and to run,
he would never seek the Oval Office again.
The cause endures, the hope still lives, and the dream shall never die.
Instead, he honed his legislative skills as a senator, forming personal alliances with adversaries.
We have a good record together, except that whenever it happens, he gets all kinds of credit, and I get beaten up like you can't believe by the conservatives.
And making health care, labor law, and education the cornerstones of his political agenda. When nieces found love and nephews found trouble, Uncle Teddy was there, all while his own family battled disease and addiction. His son, Edward Jr., lost a leg to cancer, and his first wife, Joan, faced alcoholism. When John Kennedy Jr. died in a plane crash, it was once again Ted who spoke at yet another Kennedy funeral. Through it all, his passion for politics sustained him. Kennedy, the hardline liberal, withstood a Republican revolution and won the respect of Republican presidents.
He is a fabulous United States Senator. When he's against you, it's tough. When he's with you, it is a great experience.
But when it appeared the Democrats might once again win the White House, Kennedy wouldn't let history happen without him. Last summer, against doctors' orders, he flew cross-country to make this dramatic endorsement in Denver.
I have come here tonight to rise to our best ideals and to elect Barack Obama President of the United States.
He braved sub-freezing temperatures to see Barack Obama sworn in as the nation's 44th president. But reportedly overcome by the cold and exhausted from excitement, Kennedy suffered a seizure at the inaugural luncheon. A hush fell over the Capitol's statuary hall as a visibly shaken new president searched for words.
I would be lying to you if I did not say that right now a part of me is with him.
But President Obama would have one last opportunity to honor his friend and one-time fellow senator when he led guests in a chorus of happy birthday at a gala for Kennedy earlier this year. Ted Kennedy once said he didn't mind not being president, he just minded that someone else was. But as the United States' third longest serving senator, he's left an indelible mark on a nation and its capital that no other Kennedy, nor anyone else for that matter, ever has.